Nzuri kwa sababu yako. Ewe mama, nina afya nzuri kwa sababu yako.
Tunasherehekea mama, tunajivunia mama.
Heko mama, heko. Ewe mama, nina afya nzuri kwa sababu yako. Heko mama, heko. Ewe mama, nina afya nzuri kwa sababu yako.
Makofi. Can we appreciate the university choir? Yes, thank you so much. We want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this conference. We are sorry that we are starting a bit late, but I think we shall see how to manage time. Our chief guest of the day is on the way. She will be here in a short while. Our chief guest of the day is Her Excellency Dr. Agnes Ochilo, the First Lady, Migori County. She is accompanied by several other First Ladies from the Lake Region Economic Bloc. And therefore, we have an opportunity with all of us to learn and also to interact, see innovations which we have in Migori County. Maybe the band, you can continue to entertain us in a short while as I consult. I want to request that I meet with Dr. Maureen, Dr. Florence, Eric Kevin, Caroline Odete, and the entire steering committee team. Can we meet on the side briefly before as we see how to proceed? The band, you can entertain us in a short while.
Wakamwana ukamtuma duniani kisha na maana ukanikita jamani wako mwana ukamtuma duniani kisha na maana pate uzima jamani, ishara kwamba unanipenda zaidi, ili nitakupa zaidi, ishara kwamba unanipenda zaidi, kisha na maana sifa nitakupa zaidi, na siwezi jizuia kusema wako wema, sio kwamba najigamba, umenitenda mema, na siwezi jizuia kusema wako wema, sio kwamba najigamba, umenitenda mema. Mwana ukamtuma duniani kisa na maana nipate uzima jamani, wako mwana ukamtuma duniani kisa na maana nipate uzima jamani, ishara kwamba unanipenda zaidi, hivyo nishaelewa sifa nitakupa zaidi, ishara kwamba unanipenda zaidi, hivyo nishaelewa sifa nitakupa zaidi, na siwezi jizuia sema wako wema, sio kwamba najigamba, umenitenda mema, na siwezi jizuia sema wako wema, sio kwamba najigamba, umenitenda wema, umekuwa mwema kwangu, umekuwa mwema kwangu, umekuwa mwema kwangu, umekuwa mwema kwangu, na siwezi jizuia sema wako wema, sio kwamba najigamba, umenitenda mema, na siwezi jizuia sema wako wema, sio kwamba najigamba, umenitenda mema, sema na siwezi jizuia sema wako wema, sio kwamba najigamba, umenitenda mema, na siwezi jizuia wako wema, sio umenitenda mema.
Thank you so much. I would request our CC and the chief officers here to help us welcome the first ladies. They are almost at the university. Then we shall have the tour of the exhibition. Entertained by the band. Thank you so much.
Nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, 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 moja. Nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, 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 moja. Nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, moja. Sema nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, 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 moja. Nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, 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 moja. Ni namba moja, Yahweh. Nimeshatembea, nimeshazunguka kila pahali, nikifika kila kona. Nimejaribu kutafuta kinachoweza kuridhisha moyo wangu, nikatangatanga mashariki na kusini, ili mradi nitafute, nikamangamanga kaskazini kupata kile kinachotaka. Wimbo, wimbo, nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, 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 moja. Nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, moja, moja. Nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, moja, moja. Nafasi yote moyoni nimeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, 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 moja. Nimeshatembea, nimeshazunguka kila pahali, nikifika kila kona. Nimejaribu kutafuta kinachoweza kuridhisha moyo wangu, nikatangatanga mashariki na kusini, ili mradi nitafute, nikamangamanga magharibi kaskazini kupata kila kinachotaka. Wimbo,
yote moyoni umeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, moja, moja. Nafasi yote moyoni umeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, moja, moja. Nafasi yote moyoni umeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, moja, moja. Nafasi yote moyoni umeshaipa kwa Yesu, ni namba moja, moja, moja.
Napesiyote motemananga yomokonzambe sale yango naelika nanga napesiyo nzambe sale langa napesiyote motemananga Konzambe salela yango naelika nanga napesiyo emananga konzambe salela yango Solo mokobangelo komokote Zambe okamisakanga Solo mokobangelo komokote Ipaina yo natiaka mekema Solo nakobangelo komokote Ibatu na mesia boya to salela nzanga Batu na mesia boya to kumisa Yede mokoti na bakoti Komi razalite Oya na yo Komi razalite Yende mokonza kotikala mokonza Yende mokonza kotikala mo Yende mokonzi na makonzi Kokira zalite Yende mokonzi na makonzi Napesiyo ndemo Temananga Yomo konzambe sale lango Naelika nangai Napesiyo Zambe sale langa Sale langa Napesiyo ndemo temananga Salela yango naelika nanga inapesiyo salela nanga napesiyo ndemote mananga konzambe salela yango naelika Zambe salela ni mwokozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu. Ananipenda leo kuliko jana.
Baraka zake hazifichi, si kama binadamu abadilike.
Ananipenda
Leo kuliko jana, kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende leo kuliko jana.
Bwana ni mwokozi wangu,
Tena ni kiongozi wangu. Ananipenda leo kuliko jana.
baraka zake hazikwishi, si kama binadamu abadilike.
Ananipenda leo kuliko jana, kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende leo kuliko jana, kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende leo kuliko jana.
Mungu uwasamehe, wangalijua jinsi unavyonipenda, singesimama. Adui wangu awaombea maisha marefu, azidi kuona ukinibariki Mungu wangu, kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende leo kuliko jana, kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende leo
Kuliko
jana. Bwana ni mwokozi wangu,
Bwana ni mwokozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu. Ananipenda leo kuliko jana. Baraka zake haziishi, si kama binadamu abadilike. Ananipenda kuliko jana, kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende leo kuliko jana, kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende leo kuliko jana,
kuliko jana, kuliko jana. Yesu nipende. El Shaddai,
El Shaddai, uko na kile minadai, ulinipenda hata kama nisifai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El Shaddai, ulinipenda kila dai, ulinipenda hata kama nisifai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El Shaddai. El Shaddai, uko na kile minadai, ulinipenda hata kama misifai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El Shaddai, uko na kile minadai, ulinipenda hata kama misifai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El Shaddai, is an awesome God. Amenipa such an awesome song. He's an awesome God. Amenipa such an awesome song. He's an awesome God. Amenipa such an awesome song. And I'm never lonely. amenipa such an awesome love. He's an awesome God, and I wanna tell it to the world. Ili wajue ni wewe.
El Shaddai, mbona kila mimi ninadai? pasi banyokolio yaka pembeni nazali sewa yo ya motema na yo nzambe motindo ya pasi banyokolio yaka pembeni nazali sewa yo ya motema Obamino mwana tomesana ngana yo dunia Obamino mwana kimoninga na miso ya mama Ezali mabe na yo kaokomi na pasi na zate Nakoya na Kenya na ya kozwa yo tozoka Kinshasa ukishapoteza muda wako, utakuja kujuta ukishapoteza muda wako. Profitez de l'occasion quand il est temps. Profitez de l'occasion quand il est temps. Utakuja kujuta ukishapoteza muda wako. Utakuja kujuta ukishapoteza muda wako. Kuja mifupa kama bado wewe iko. 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 Utakuja kujuta ukishapoteza muda wako. Utakuja kujuta ukishapoteza muda wako. Nyonyesha mtoto kama wakati uko. Nyonyesha mtoto kama wakati uko. Nyonyesha mtoto kama bado wakati uko. Nyonyesha mtoto kama bado wakati uko.
Our chief guests have arrived. Shall we all arise as we welcome our guests? Let us all arise as we welcome our guests to this very important conference. Karibuni sana. The Rongo University Choir, where are you? Rongo University Choir. Just let us settle down. The Rongo University Choir for the national anthem, where are you? Very fast, Rongo University Choir as we settle down. Yes, let us settle down. We shall start by singing the national anthem. Rongo University Choir, just settle down very fast here. Just come in front. We shall start by singing the national anthem, the East African anthem, and then the Rongo University anthem. Let us remain standing for the national anthem. Yes.
From the hills of Terem, there's a gold mine of knowledge. Rongo, the only one, a world-class university. We give the best of the best, give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo University.
Service, God bless our university.
We give the best of the best, give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo University. We give the best of the best, give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo, the gold mine of knowledge.
We remain standing for the prayers.
Let us bow as we believe and pray. Our Father and our God, in the name of Jesus Christ, we thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for the gift of the day. Lord, as a people, we bow before your throne, lifting your name on high, because there is no God like you. Thank you, Lord, for this occasion. Thank you, my Father, for the organizers. Thank you for the First Lady of Migori County. Lord, before anything else, we commit everything upon your able hand. We pray, Lord, that you release the power of Holy Ghost just to manifest as you guide us, oh God. Start with us, go with us until the end. And that is my humble prayer, trusting and believing in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you. We may settle down. Let us get one song from Rongo University as we settle down very fast.
iko chini yako. Salimia Shaftia, Jerry Masila, Papa Lulu, bila kusahau Madam Sek Jerry Mokera, pamoja na Domi, Papa Urichi, Joy Chara, ongeza volume, Lusike Victor, kijana msubwa, segenge inalia kweli kweli.
Thank you, Rongo University. Thank you. Makofi kwa Rongo University Choir. Thank you so much, Rongo University Choir, for that entertainment. To the First Lady, Migori County, Dr. Agnes Ochilo. All other First Ladies, we have our First Lady from Marsabit, His Excellent, High Excellency, Mrs. Guyo. Our First Lady from Bugoma, High Excellency, Mrs. Lusaka. High Excellency from Kakamega, Mrs. Baraza. We have Mrs. Bachok, High Excellency from Bomet County. All the CECs in this conference, all our chief officers in this conference, all the exhibitors in this conference, yes, I take this opportunity on behalf of the steering committee to welcome you to this important conference. This conference could not have come at any other better time. In this conference, we anchored on 4 pillars. Our first pillar is breastfeeding. And as you are aware, we had our World Breastfeeding Week launch yesterday, presided over by His Excellency, the Governor of Migori County, Dr. Chilayago, and the PS, Honorable Mary Mudoni, here in the same university. So our first pillar is breastfeeding. Our second pillar is agri-food system and food chain. The third pillar is digitization, innovations, and research, plus learning. And our fourth pillar is public-private partnership on wash and nutrition. We then shall take this opportunity to heartily invite you and also appreciate you for taking all your time to come. I know we have come from all regions. We even have people from Rwanda. We have people from Bomet and other counties in this country of ours, Kenya. I want therefore to invite our CEC, Waziri Caleb Oponi, to do introduction of our dignitaries, and then we shall have the official opening of this ceremony by High Excellency Dr. Agnes Ochilo. Thereafter, we shall have the first keynote address speaker by Dr. Martha Nyagaya. After that, we shall have a plenary session, and then the plenary session will be spearheaded by all the First Ladies here. And then after that, we shall look at the program as it runs. Thank you so much. Welcome, Waziri.
Thank you so much, the MC, to the First Ladies from the LREB counties, the chairperson of the First Ladies Caucus, our First Lady, Dr. Agnes Ochilo, the partners, the partners who are here from different parts of the country, all our exhibitors, guests who have come from different counties. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. On behalf of the county government of Migori, I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this conference, which was officially launched yesterday when we looked at its first theme or pillar, and today we are officially starting the Nutri-Wash Conference. Feel most welcome to Migori County, and from the county government of Migori, there are a number of us who are here, and before I recognize them, allow me recognize all the county nutrition officers who are here. Can you just wave wherever you are? All the CNOs, thank you so much for gracing this occasion. All the directors, can I also see you by show of hands? Directors, you can rise and wave. Our directors, thank you so much. Then we have also our chief officers. Chief officers, kindly rise. All the chief officers. Chief officers, I can introduce you, those who have come from Migori County. We have the Chief Officer for Education, Roslyn Otieno. The Chief Officer also for Gender, Professor Roslyn Ogwang. Prof, rise up and wave as I introduce you. Then we have the Chief Officer Medical Services, Sam Atula. And then the Chief Officer for Public Health and Sanitation, Mebo Chanze. I also have my colleagues, County Executive Committee members, who have come from different parts of Kenya and also here in Migori. Kindly rise up. I had seen two of my colleagues here. I have the CEC in charge of health from Bomet. Thank you. Lucas Musenda. And then the CEC in charge of education, rather trade and cooperatives, Dr. Betty Samburu. I want to say that as a county government of Migori, we are delighted to host this conference. It is a function we have been looking forward to hosting, and without your coming, it would have not been successful. So on behalf of the county government, I want to say that Migori, we are delighted to host you, and we'll be showcasing what we have to build on nutrition. And in the course of the conference, we shall also be having different presentations and keynote speeches made by different stakeholders, and feel most welcome as we shall be doing these presentations. With those few remarks, I want to call upon the MC, who will be inviting different partners, who will be making their keynote addresses before we shall officially open the conference by the chief guest of honor for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Waziri. We really appreciate. We want also to appreciate Rongo University for hosting us here. And I can see the chair herself is here. We really want to appreciate. We shall have brief remarks from our partners, esteemed partners. We start with UNICEF. Do you have a representative from UNICEF? Kindly come, followed by Kenya Red Cross. I would request that we take only 3 to 5 minutes if possible, because we are constrained of time. Our chief guest has other exigencies to attend to. Welcome.
Kenya is honored to participate in this important conference hosted by Migori County in partnership with Rongo University, a true spirit of partnership for development. The conference focuses on two pillars of child survival and development, nutrition and wash, that are very deeply interlinked. Without safe water, adequate sanitation, proper hygiene, efforts to improve nutrition outcomes are significantly undermined. The gathering provides a timely opportunity to reflect on the progress, the challenges, and the way forward for achieving sustainable health outcomes for children across Kenya. This will not go well without my talking about the nutrition situation in Kenya, as it all affects us. Kenya faces significant challenges in achieving food and nutrition security, particularly for its children. The child food poverty, defined as lack of access to diverse and nutritious diets, affect over 60% of the children countrywide. 3 out of 5 children are affected by child poverty. It is severe for 16% of the children, meaning that the only thing they're able to access is breast milk and a starchy food in most cases. Meanwhile, 47% are only able to access moderate food, and therefore they suffer from moderate food poverty. Kenya faces a triple burden of malnutrition, characterized by undernutrition, overnutrition, and micronutrient deficiencies. The overweight and obesity are also on the rise. Overweight among children and adolescents in Kenya is a growing concern. 8 over 100 children in Kenya become obese every year. And by 2030, we predict that about 1 million obese children aged between 5 and 19 years will be living in Kenya. These figures indicate a steady rise compared to earlier decades, driven by consumption of ultra-processed foods. These challenges reflect the complex interplay between poverty, urbanization, inadequate food safety that are all necessary to meet the dietary needs of the children. Unhealthy, highly processed and energy-dense foods are predominantly sold over more nutritious foods such as vegetables, fruits, animal products, and marketing of unhealthy foods drives the food choices. I don't know when you last heard of an advert of a vegetable or a fruit, but it's very common for here to hear about sodas and other highly ultra-processed flours that are available in the market. Sales of all types of food and beverages in Kenya between 2016 to 2021 had the highest increase in the sale of salty snacks, energy drinks, and baby foods. Healthy and diverse diets are out of reach for many Kenyans. Studies have shown that the cost of healthy diets in Kenya is relatively higher than the cost of a typical diet that the household can use to meet the dietary recommendations. The cost of hunger study done in 2019 indicated that the country loses 373.9 billion as a result of malnutrition in the early years of below 5 years. For younger children in Kenya, the appropriate foods for complementary feedings are remaining limited in quantity and quality, and issues of time, convenience, and affordability impact negatively on healthy food behaviors. These figures underscore the urgency of stepping up nutrition interventions from a systems perspective, looking at addressing the wash, the water, sanitation and hygiene, the health systems, the food systems, but also the education systems. That not said, it's important to note that only 63% of the population have access to safely managed drinking water, 3 in 5, and only 31% of the Kenyans have access to safely managed sanitation services. Only 25%, 1 in 4, have had water washing facilities with soap and water at home. The challenges of accessing water include the long distances to water points. We have unsafe sanitation facilities and also discrimination and lack of privacy for vulnerable population, especially people living with disabilities. UNICEF, through the Kenya Country Program 2022-2026, is looking at supporting the strengthening of county-level planning, budgeting, and monitoring, promotion of community-led sanitation, menstrual hygiene management, and climate-resilient water systems. We play a key role in multi-sectoral coordination, working with the Ministry of Health, the National Drought Monitoring Authority, and other partners to align our efforts under the Kenya Nutrition Action Plan and the National Food and Nutrition Security. Just note that the counties also have a role to play, same as the universities, as far as coming up with the local solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, counties are central to research, implementation, and innovation. Universities like Rongo and others play a vital role in generating context-specific evidence, which will drive community-based solutions to local challenges. They also play a role in training the next generation of nutrition and WASH professionals. UNICEF encourages local innovations, such as mobile-based nutrition surveillance, community engagement to ensure sustainability and ownership. In conclusion, let us commit to strengthen multi-sectoral collaboration, to invest in data-driven, local-led solutions, to scale up proven interventions in nutrition and WASH, some of which are exhibited out here, and others will be presented in this conference, because together we can build a healthier, more resilient Kenya where every child thrives. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we appreciate her in a better way? Thank you so much. She has really given us the global situation and even country situation. We appreciate. I want to welcome a representative from Kenya Red Cross. Kenya Red Cross, and then CEO Luala Community Alliance.
The guest of honor, Your Excellency Dr. Agnes Ochilo, Our Excellency First Ladies from the Lake Region Bloc, sector partners, other government stakeholders within Migori and the surrounding counties, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I stand before you this afternoon feeling very privileged to be part of this conference today. And I must say I'm very happy to see this idea coming to fruition today. As an organization, it is our pleasure and honor to be part of this nutrition, water, sanitation, and hygiene conference today. The organization is very privileged and happy to see such a diverse gathering of dedicated stakeholders working towards addressing some of the health and development challenges facing our communities. The previous speaker has given a very detailed highlight of the statistics nationally and even reference to the global context. But allow me to briefly just highlight for the Western region counties that sometimes there's an assumption that these counties are very okay, looking at the situation in the other counties like the ASAL counties. So the Western counties equally have a significant burden of malnutrition particularly affecting children under 5, pregnant and lactating mothers, which also includes adolescent girls, just like has been highlighted. The counties have stunting rates ranging between 9.1 to 12.5%, and we also have additional challenges affecting our counties. Allow me to highlight, we have 5 counties in this region that are perennially affected by floods during the rainy season. And these counties are Migori, Homa Bay, Siaya, Kisumu, and Busia. We have an additional challenge in this region where we have over 35,000 people who have been displaced by the backflow of Lake Victoria, and this has been since the year 2018. So these communities continue to stay in displacement camps as well as being hosted in environments that are not the original settlement. So as an organization, we are happy to be here today, and our mission is to work with communities to alleviate human suffering and provide priority support for the communities in need. We join the county government of Migori and other stakeholders to share knowledge, innovations, and best practices in. We aim to foster collaboration with the government agencies, non-government organizations, development partners, and the communities that we serve to develop sustainable solutions that are culturally appropriate, locally owned, and scalable for the communities. For our organization, these are the priority areas that we propose and we are already working on to ensure that we promote and secure these communities to be able to have appropriate nutrition and also have levels of WASH support that they require. The first one is investment in various mechanisms for mobilization, managing and appropriately allocating resources for sustainable financing and delivery of integrated nutrition and WASH services, while adopting a systems approach to address these challenges. Because challenges of malnutrition is not only the nutrition sector approach. We need a systems approach that integrates the food system, the health system, the social protection system, the education system, as well as the health system. So that is what we are working towards. The second one is enhancing public health in emergencies capacities, with particular focus on interventions on nutrition, WASH, and epidemic alert systems. You all agree with me, this region, we normally have some of the outbreaks of WASH-related diseases. So investment in public health emergency capacities will go a long way in helping timely addressing these challenges. Identify and test innovative approaches to strengthen community resilience in nutrition and WASH, ensuring effective and timely humanitarian response. We normally say for an effective response, you must have a very strong pre-emergency programming. So that is what we are working towards. Implementation of community engagement, commitments to enhance accountability. We cannot support these communities if we don't engage them in identifying the priority needs and also working with them to develop innovative, workable solutions. So we need to have a very strong community engagement. Then sustainable integrated livelihood programs that guarantee food security and household income among vulnerable individuals and communities to help in building food and nutrition security resilience. Linkages for the community with innovative solutions and businesses engaged with water management and recycling to ensure that we achieve that integration of water, sanitation, and hygiene. And finally, strengthen community participation and adaptation of lessons learned to enhance community-led solutions. As we engage in the conference, I encourage partnerships innovative thinking, and open dialogues that transcend our sector boundaries. Let us leverage the collective expertise gathered in this conference to transform challenges into healthier and more resilient communities. Thank you, and I wish you a successful and inspiring two-day conference.
A better applause for her. Thank you so much. Luala Community Alliance. I think after Luala we shall have two more, and then we move to the next step. Welcome, Kennedy.
Our distinguished guests, conference delegates, First Ladies, Your Excellencies, the political and governance class, the CECs in the house, the students, the teachers, the faculty, good afternoon. My name is Kenneth Ogendo. I work for Luala Community Alliance, and I'm here on behalf of the CEO who is on sabbatical leave, and Luala is a committed partner in this part of the world in Migori County. I would like to share a few remarks, and before I read the speech that was given, I slept in a local hotel in the region, and there's this lady who came to ask me what will I have for dinner. And the gist of this story is to tell you that nutrition is a very important conversation that we are having, and I'm happy that we have this conference to focus on nutrition. And I told her I would like to have some vegetables. Then she told me we have pork, we have chicken, we have mbuzi, ng'ombe, and fish. But I said, I want to just have vegetables. And she said, that one we do not have now. And you realize in many hotels, I don't know whether you've gone to a hotel and you ask for vegetables, people think you are poor. Have you ever had that feeling? Lazima uitishe nyama ndio onekane wewe ni mtu. But ukisema nataka tu maharagwe ama risosa, managu, sukuma wiki imekangwa vizuri, people profile you. Do you have that experience in our country? And the minute you want to eat well, people think you are not doing well. And maybe I want to learn that point to our students who are in the room. When you take a girl for your first date, what will you buy her? If I was to ask you, if you buy her, let me put two scenarios because you are researchers, yeah? One scenario, somebody to buy you ugali and very well done omena, and nice freshly done greens. And this other guy buys you chips and sausage. Who truly loves you? Discuss with your neighbor for 10 seconds. Who is the one who truly loves you? Who wants you to live long? I am under the impression that the girl who will go to boast to her fellow girlfriends and say, you know, I was taken out and I was bought chips and sausage, they'll say, you have a good man. And the one who buys omena, which is very healthy, calcium, protein, they'll tell you, that guy has no future for you. But in true sense, from a nutrition point of view, looking at longevity, because we're here to talk about nutrition, then we need to move in the right direction. I take my children for soccer, and last week we had the Kenya Secondary Schools competition, and I saw the children, the kids from Western did very well in rugby. Who was following? Schools from Kakamega and Western took so many of those positions. And I had a discussion with the fellow minds, and I was asking them, what could it be? And you find the children who are from urban areas, and thanks to our speaker from UNICEF, who was highlighted to that issue, we are thinking we are more advanced when our diets are more processed. And you're finding that the physicality of the children who have grown with bananas, managu, omena, and other traditional foods actually become stronger, not only in sports, but also academically. So for us to retain the cognitive functions and secure our world and our children for better performance, so that you can have all the lawyers, doctors, engineers, sportsmen, and women, then we really need to have a serious conversation as a country. What are you putting on the table in your household? Do you think you're more sophisticated when you have chips, pizza, and other things? Or do you want to be more original and retain our traditional fabric? There are a few statistics I want to share with you. And this is in light of the conference theme. We see a very big relationship between nutrition and wash. And just to put it to perspective, the stunting rate of this country is at 18% as per the Kenya Demographic Health Survey. We are doing well. We have dropped from 26 a few years ago in the last KDHS. KDHS stands for Kenya Demographic Health Survey. We could do better because the SDG, the Sustainable Development Goal for all countries, is not to reduce it from 18 to 5. It is to end it. And if we still have children who are stunted, that means for every 5 kids in Kenya, 1 of them is stunted. That means he or she will not live to their full potential. He was to be a doctor, a president, a governor, a CEC, a lecturer, but they will not make it just because of poor nutrition. I want to put it to you again, ladies and gentlemen, our infant mortality rate is at 32 per 1,000 births. And our under 5 mortality rate as a country is at 41 per 1,000 births. And nutrition is very important because when a child has diarrhea, and that's now where wash comes in, then they cannot absorb the nutrients. And they end up not understanding anything in class, and they will not make anything out of themselves. So that is why we are highlighting the importance of this conference, to make sure that we move Kenya from where we are, 18% in 2022, to 0 by 2030. I would like to also say, Migori County, we are at 53 in terms of the infant mortality rate. And our under 5 mortality rate is at 73 per 1,000 births. So you find Migori County and neighboring counties, we have more stunted children. The stunting rate in Migori County, Your Excellencies, is at 26%, higher than the national average. And so we are happy that Your Excellency, Madam Ochilo, you are here. We need to have this conversation together with the entire health team to see how can we move the needle towards the right direction. As I end my speech, I would like to say that if you look at data from the World Bank, it has been documented because of poor sanitary conditions, we are losing 27 billion annually. We are here pushing for funding to look at FIF. We are looking at SHA. But do you know, if we just made sure that every person washes their hands with soap and water, and you're eating the right foods, there is no diarrhea, we shall save $320 million. And that is 1% of our gross domestic product. The World Health Organization says that we need 1% of the GDP to finance primary health care. So we are here chasing curative methods when we just need to fix our nutrition and fix our water and sanitation so that we can improve our health in general. I would like to end by saying we have a lot to do. And as well, we believe the conversation around nutrition, water, and sanitation and hygiene must be inseparable from maternal and child health. For a mother, a hygienic birth environment is a life-saving necessity. For a newborn, clean hands can be the difference between life and death in the first few days of life. And I'm happy you have the CEC, both medical and public health here. Again, children under 5 can be protected from the leading causes of death through proper nutrition, safe water, and sanitation. Yet we know that across many communities, mothers are still delivering in health facilities without running water. And we are happy that our excellencies are in this room. And you know how it is tough to give birth when there is no water in the health facility. So, Nearly half of all the cases of childhood undernutrition are linked to repeated infections of poor wash conditions. So as we zoom out, ladies and gentlemen, as I end this, we must bridge the sector of nutrition and wash. The two sectors need to come together. Environmental sectors as well. Education as well. Maternal and child health and system strengthening is critical. At Luala, we are doing this by supporting Migori County and Homa Bay County and Baringo County to equip community health workers with tools for delivering nutrition, wash, and maternal, newborn, and child health education at the household level, powered by the electronic community health information system, which is accessed by all the community health workers in Kenya. We are supporting health facilities in this county to implement infection prevention and deliver respectful hygienic care. And we also work with local and national governments to embed this. So together, ladies and gentlemen, gathering reflections from our collective commitment to health equity and human dignity, let us move forward with urgency and unity. Knowing that every time we improve hygiene at the health facility and nutrition for our children and our community, we shall strengthen their chances to thrive, and every time we integrate our efforts, we take one step closer to health equity for all. Thank you very much and have a blessed day. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, Ken. A better round of applause for Ken. Thank you so much. Nutrition International County Director or his representative. Karibu sana. And then lastly, we shall have FAO representative. And then we move to the opening remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. Allow me to write on the protocols that have already been observed. Your Excellencies, First Ladies in the room, my name is Martha Nyagaya. I'm the Country Director for Nutrition International. Nutrition International is not a typical NGO. It's a program of Global Affairs Canada, and we are based in Nairobi. Your Excellencies, allow me to greet you again. Good people are greeted many times. I would like to say that these First Ladies sitting here are not sitting here just because they're First Ladies. We have worked with Dr. Agnes Ochilo in the Sun Civil Society Alliance, which I chair, and she has been very instrumental in the County First Ladies Initiative in driving issues of maternal child health and nutrition. We have also worked with Her Excellency Selina Barchok in Bomet County. She's been our champion for maternal child health and nutrition, and Her Excellency Guyo and Lusaka have also been in the First Ladies Forum helping us champion these issues. They are unbogable. They have made nutrition bedroom issue. And we have been able to allocate resources to nutrition in these counties. Ladies and gentlemen, we started with Kakamega County. So, Your Excellency, I was not forgetting you. Kakamega County is the one place that we have been able to move maternal and infant mortality by almost half in the first 5 years. So university officials, county officials, development partners, ladies and gentlemen, students, good afternoon. I am very honored to support this conference today, and it's an honor for me to speak on the nutrition theme and ending malnutrition in all its forms. Your Excellencies, yesterday we talked about breastfeeding, and we talked about strengthening support systems for women to breastfeed. Allow me to share a story that I shared yesterday. As a mother of 3, I was able to breastfeed my first child exclusively for 6 months. But I was not able to breastfeed my second child because of the systems that support women in breastfeeding. We have maternity leave for 3 months, and from the 4th month, you're expected to express breast milk and leave it for your baby. While this is good because breast milk expressed will not be used for anything else. You're sure it will be given to your baby. Women struggle with expressing breast milk because we do not have workplace support for breastfeeding. I have seen women expressing breast milk in the toilet, in their cars, under the stairs, and this is unacceptable. These are the things that we need to speak about in reality and champion to ensure we protect, support women to breastfeed their babies, because breast milk is the foundation for the child, and it's the first immunization that a child gets. We have to frame nutrition as a development agenda. And Your Excellencies, I am not going to repeat the statistics that have already been mentioned, but allow me to say a few things about nutrition that we need to speak about beyond the statistics that we keep reiterating. The first one is that nutrition is a humanitarian issue. And as the chair of the Civil Society Alliance, I see the struggles that we go through, the tension between prevention and treatment. Nutrition comes to the health sector when it has already happened. And so we are obliged to treat a malnourished child. But we know that poor diets are a fundamental driver of malnutrition. And we know that it is this country where we have the triple burden of malnutrition, with 18% stunted children and 38% of women of reproductive age either overweight and obese. You find a stunted child and an obese mother in the same household. It's a complex situation. And the reason why we see statistics like that is because poor diets are a fundamental driver of malnutrition. The focus of our diets is on staple food production and staple food consumption. I have seen from my own community 3 pieces of omena with soup and ugali half the plate. And that ugali is measured with that omena, they will get finished at the same time. That is the way we eat. And that is why we end up with an obese mother and a stunted child. We need social behavior change communication to address our diet priorities across sectors. The agriculture sector is responsible for food production, but the measure of food security in that sector is how much staple crop we produce. Diversification of diets is something we need to address and is a theme in this conference. The second one is disease, which is a WASH issue, but also an environment issue. And the third one is social protection programs and gender dimensions of food systems. Women eat least and last. Is that true? We need to do the right things, but we also need to do things right. But most importantly, we need to frame nutrition as a development agenda. Most of the civil society partners will define the problem according to the solution they want to offer. We call upon stakeholders in different counties currently working on the county nutrition action plans to ensure that partners working with you in those counties align with the county priorities and with the contextual drivers of malnutrition in the respective counties. Nutrition is a political issue, and in the 12 counties where we work, we have seen an increase in nutrition resources from domestic coffers from a baseline of 42 million to 800 million in 3 years. And so making nutrition political will give us the right tools to ensure that we build the right systems to address nutrition. We need the policies, yes. We need the finances, yes, but we need the systems in place, which is the conversation we should have in this conference. And so when we talk about nutrition as a multi-sectoral issue and making nutrition a political issue, at Nutrition International we say we make the difference because nutrition is the difference. It's the difference between giving birth to a child and allowing that child to thrive and survive. It's the difference between taking a child to school and allowing that child to learn. And it's also the difference between getting a disease and surviving it. And so making nutrition an agenda has investment returns in all sectors that we mentioned, not just wash and health, but agriculture, social protection, gender, and community development. For the 2 days that we will share this platform, let us be open and honest about the issues that we need to deal with contextually in our respective counties. Your Excellencies, a snake that you can see cannot bite you. You will either run away or throw stones at it. Let's be open and honest, open the issues, and discuss them with a contextual lens to the drivers of malnutrition in the different zones that we come from. We have the freedom to do the right things, we have the freedom to decide, but we also have the freedom to chart the way forward based on evidence. And I would like to thank Rongo County for taking on this initiative and for leading the digitalization and innovations that we need to address malnutrition in this county and beyond. I thank you all, and I wish you fruitful conversations.
Thank you. A better round of applause for her. Thank you so much. FAO representative? I think that will be the last, and then we move to the next level. Karibu.
Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, the CECs present, the directors and chief officers here, good afternoon. I want to bring greetings from our FAOR, Thibaut Nyabeni, the admin interim, who sent greetings to all of you and is happy that we are contributing to this conference. And I will not read her speech, but I will only highlight a few things that FAO does. I know we've taken a lot of time, and it's important that we only highlight a few issues that are utmost importance. FAO has championed for agri-food transformation in this country. It started at the national level, and I'm happy that a few weeks ago, if not far, 2 weeks ago, our president moved to Addis Ababa to champion food system transformation. What is food system transformation? In this case, in Kenya, we are talking about 5 pathways. And the 5 pathways is about youth and women. The other pathway is digitalization, which I'm happy is part of this conference. The other one is diversified diets. We are partnering with very many organizations. In this case, even GAIN, the UN, UNICEF, in ensuring that we diversify our diets for our health. We are also in climate change as it is, and I can report that FAO is in the LREB region. In the LREB region, we are coming in with funding from Green Climate Fund, a funding that is coming in to do so much. I will just highlight a few in this region. We are going to strengthen value chains, particularly 6 value chains, which the counties themselves will choose which value chains they want to transform. We are going to increase access to markets. We are going to ensure that the incomes for our people, for our mothers, particularly our groups that we are going to work with are 50% women, so that we ensure they have enough capital. I want to say that we are also on the climate change aspect with this GCF project. And this GCF project is going to ensure that we restore our ecosystems. Without saying so much, I want to say that as FAO, we still remain with our 4 betters. The better production, better nutrition, better environment, and better health. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, we really want to appreciate all our stakeholders and our partners who have made remarks. We really feel indebted. You have really supported the healthcare delivery system in Migori County, and we really want to appreciate you. Next, I want us to, before we have the official opening by our guest of honor, I want to give two speakers. I will start by Mheshimiwa, who will say a word. Mheshimiwa is in charge of gender. She's the chair of gender in the County Assembly of Migori. She will make a few remarks, and thereafter there is a speech which touched everybody's heart yesterday when His Excellency the Governor and the PS was here, a speech on breastfeeding by a young girl called Hanela. We shall give Hanela 1 minute before we officially open this conference. Welcome, Mheshimiwa.
First Lady, our guest from counties, departments, na wananchi wote, amujambo. Amujambo. Asante. Mimi kama Mheshimiwa Okere, mimi ni Mheshimiwa Okere ambaye nafanya kazi Migori County Assembly. Migori County Assembly mimi ndio chair person ya gender, culture, sport, children and culture. Asanteni sana kwa hii kazi ambaye mmetufanyia vizuri sana sana. Nashukuru First Lady pamoja na Department of Health. Sisi kama wamama kutoka kule Msinani Reserve, tulipopewa nominated tulikuwa tu wamama tu kawaida. Sasa hivi ni kiongozi, lakini nilikuwa pale tu. Sasa hivi tuko na mabadiliko sana, kwa sababu wakati ile tulikuwa tunatoa tu matiti na kuanza kunyonyesha mtoto, unatupa mate hivi, unaanza tu kunyonya, ili kama mtu aliangalia matiti isifanye nini, asiumishe mtoto. Lakini saa hii vile tulipata hii kiongozi ya mama Agnes pamoja na Department ya Health, tumeshukuru sana kwa sababu tuko na CHP, Community Health Promoters, correct? Unajua nilisoma zamani. So hao watu wanafanya kazi kwa bidii, wametembea kabisa kwa kila kona. Mimi nakutolea ushuhuda kwa ukweli kwa ile kitu tunaona pale nyumbani Msinani. Si eti mna promote hii department kufanya kazi na hakuna kazi. Tunaona siku hizi mama kutoka shule, sokoni, wakitoka hata kazi yote wanasafisha matiti, wanasafisha watoto na maji safi. Mtu hawezi kubali kusafisha mtoto yake na maji chafu. Na zamani tulikuwa tunaweka tu mtoto unasafisha kutoka mtoni. Unaenda mtoni kusafisha manguo, ukishamaliza kusafisha unaweka mtoto hapo kwa beseni. Si ni kweli wa mama? But this time hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Chakula tumefundishwa kupika kabisa. Mimi nilikuwa nang'ang'ana na First Lady. Sote tulikule nyama. Hapana ukende. Hii mwili yako utakufa bure. Wala kuna tu hii matunda. Hizi matunda kukula utakuwa mama. Na alikuwa anatupikia hata sijui na Kiswahili budhiko mwanana. Mwili ajui tao, mwili ajui hoteli kubwa, mwili anataka mwili apate chakula yake vizuri yenye anaweza kufanya. Hata ukicheza unacheza kama uko flexible, chonga ndio ngumu, lakini ukiweka ukatupa haiwona. Kwa sababu ya mafundisho nzuri ambayo tuko naye kutoka kwa Health Department. Asante sana madam Chief Officer wa siri, mama wetu ambaye tumepea. Asante sana kwa kazi nzuri huko Msinani. Mnafanya kazi kweli. Acha niongee kidogo kwa sababu
mbele yake. Ama namna gani? Sisi tunajivunia hapo. Ni hapo. Ochilo hayako kweli anafanya kazi. Amefanya kazi. Leo nimeenda leo. Na kwa leo nimetamani kuwa na mimba. Ni ngumu, lakini nyumba yenye mijengewa, mama utatamani kurudi kwa leo. Mimi nimekubali, hakuna shida. Kama naweza kupata Mungu, kama naweza kunikumbuka, niende tu site pale awende. Wamejenga kweli na ni nyumba nzuri ambayo sijawahi kuona tangu governors wengine wafanya kazi. Ni Ochilo hayako. Kwa hivyo nawaambia Ochilo hayako kula, Ukuru Ochilo hayako ende tu. Tutam, alafu ni dabo, tutam, sema dabo, tutam. Dabo, tutam. Wewe tutam amefanya. Asante sana, sitakuwa na mengi. Asante kabisa. Niko na marafiki yangu ambaye nampenda sana. Ambaye nipeleka kilimani, bali kubariki kutoka kwa yako nje. Mamangu, karibu sana. Ni mgeni wetu mkubwa ambaye mama atakaribisha, lakini nampenda sana kutoka Marsabit. God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I will invite Hanela. Hanela, kindly come over. Yeah, she's coming. Can we appreciate her as she comes? She's a very powerful young girl. Fortunately, you will also realize that most of the speakers up here are ladies. And this is an upcoming strong guy. Wait for the future. Wait for the future. Thank you so much, Hanela. Proceed.
The First Lady of Migori County, Her Excellency, Dr. Agnes Ochilo. All protocol observed. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Hanela Hasnahawa. I am 8 years old and I am in grade 3. I am very happy to be standing here today to talk about something very special. Breastfeeding. I may be small, but I know that breastfeeding is very big and very important. When a baby is born, they can't eat rice or bread or cake. But God gave them the best food, breast milk. It's warm, healthy, and made just for them. It helps babies grow strong, smart, and healthy. It also helps mommies bond with their babies with love. My mommy told me, when she breastfed me, I hardly got sick and I was always happy. That made her happy too. Breastfeeding is not just food, it's love, it's care, it's protection. But not all moms can breastfeed. Sometimes they're too tired, too busy, or they have to go back to work. Some don't have people to help them, and some don't get time or space to breastfeed in public places. That's why our theme says, prioritize breastfeeding, create sustainable support systems. That means you should put breastfeeding first, like a treasure. So today, I want to ask all of you, the leaders, the doctors, the nurses, and the aunties and uncles, please help more moms breastfeed. When we support breastfeeding, we are building a strong, smart, and healthy future for babies, for families, and for our whole country. Let us make breastfeeding something every mom is proud to do, and something every child is proud to receive. Thank you very much, and happy World Breastfeeding.
Thank you. Can we appreciate Hanela? She deserves a standing ovation. Thank you so much, Hanela. We appreciate you very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We want to acknowledge the presence of President Ampa Kuzima, who are also joining us in this conference. Feel welcome. Thank you so much. It is now my pleasure to invite the chair of Rongo University to make her remarks, and then invite the First Lady of Migori County to conduct the opening of this conference. Chair, feel welcome. Makofi and Shukan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I've been curious to know who the parents of Hawa are. Are they here? Yes. Present? Where are they? Oh, fantastic. Because, surely. So, Hawa is such an impressive child. She gave us a similar poem yesterday when His Excellency, the Governor, Chidoya, was here. It was so impressive with her. In fact, she was proposed to be the champion of the Amazon. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you here to Rongo University. Before I do so, I want to recognize the staff of Rongo University who are here. Can we stand up? Staff, faculty, students of Rongo University who are here. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm here to present both the management of the Vice Chancellor and the DVCs, and also the University's board or the council, in which I am chair. My name is Dr. Catherine Manyashi, and I'm glad to be here. I want to recognize the presence of our honorable guests, Agnes Mochilo, who is the First Lady of Migori County. I want to recognize Mitu Gatani, who is the chair of the County's First Ladies Association, deputized by our own Mrs. Mochilo. I want to recognize Dr. Margaret Lusaka, the First Lady of Rongo County, and Her Excellency Sabine Bartok, the First Lady of Orange County. I also want to recognize all the development partners, UNICEF, all the ones who are listed here. Nutrition International, I have to Google you because your data is very, very, very important for the work that we're doing today. But most importantly, I also want to recognize the community representatives here who are mothers who are here, breastfeeding. Do we have them in the house? Do we have any mothers in the house today who are breastfeeding? No, we shouldn't be shy about breastfeeding. I breastfed 18 years ago, and I'll put my hand up as one of the breastfeeding mothers. Yesterday, the lady from Nutrition International, mentioned something that was quite interesting, that there are mothers who have a lot of milk, that the fathers take advantage of it and share with the babies. Now, as a university, we are researchers. We are research-oriented. We want to come up with ways that those fathers will not share that milk, but that milk can be balanced for other children. And of course, breastfeed banking, I think, is done in one of the counties, in one, yes. And what that means is to research now to be able to remove all the toxins or anything that can harm another child, and bank it in such a way that it can feed another child whose mother is not available. There are so many mothers who die while, of course, giving birth. I wish to also thank the County of Migori for allowing Rongo University to be the host of this very first Nutri-Wash Conference, which I'm hoping that we will have major dialogue. You have already been given the basis and the data that we need to address. Rongo University is committed to also walking the talk. In fact, yesterday, the PS for Health and our governor in Migori County opened a child care center for students here at Rongo University. What that means is that we are aligned to supporting women or even students who have children, so that they can be able to take their children there, their babies there, and then between classes they can breastfeed them. so that we can achieve that 6 months gap. When I was in school many years ago, the girls who got pregnant actually left school. They couldn't continue, or they came in so much later, so they lost time and others lost the opportunity completely. But we are saying that as an institution, we want to support them. We are not ostracizing them. As an education institution, we do 3 things to support the agenda today, and that is academic programs for skills and development for health workers and nurses to support nutrition and WASH. We also are talking about research and innovation, like what I've mentioned about breast milk banking, but also community engagement. We want to engage the community, be able to be part of solving the problems that they have. And that is what university is, that we are not serving just the Kitere community, but also speaking to the wider community, community of Migori County and beyond into the country. I want to commend the conveners of this conference, the partners, especially Migori County and all the others, because it's an opportunity for partners to come together, to share experiences, and to make sure that we have a malnutrition-free society where every child, woman, and community can live or thrive in dignity and health. Once again, with those few remarks, I want to welcome you all to Rongo University and wish you a fruitful discussion, innovative exchanges, and a memorable conference experience. Thank you very much. I want to invite our guest of honor, the First Lady of Migori County, Dr. Agnes Chino, to do the opening remarks or opening speech for this conference. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. God is good, and all the time. It is an honor for me to be standing before you this afternoon. I will write on the protocols that are already established. I know my fellow First Ladies will be coming here to do a presentation, but just as a reminder, I'll ask them to stand. I'll mention their names, they stand, just to recognize their presence again, because they are ladies who are very dear to me. I'll start with Her Excellency Salim Bachok. Ni kama watu wamekuwa wengi sana hapa. Then we have Dr. Margaret Makelo from Bungoma. And then we have our chair, Madam Alamitu Jakani. By the way, she's called Mama Guyo. Guyo is her son, so when you call her Mrs. Guyo. Then we also have our sponsor, the person who necessitated our coming here, Dr. Nelly from Capricorn. All of us are here courtesy of Dr. Nelly. And before I say anything else, unfortunately I was not here yesterday, and this morning we came in a little bit late, but we know that we are mourning a very dear lady to us. We are mourning Mama Phoebe Asio, a trailblazer for all the ladies in this nation. And the lady was even given us the confidence even to stand where we are standing. So I request us all to stand and just observe a minute silence in honor of our lady of Mama Phoebe Asio. Thank you very much. And that explains why quite a bit of us are not here today. You know, today there's a special event in honor of her in Nairobi, and that's why they were not not able to come. So also accept their apologies. I'm indeed very excited to be in this place because this is the area where I was born. I was born in Rongo, brought up in Rongo, and I can say most of my life has been spent in Rongo. And as I stand here, I know yesterday you were with the governor, so he must have greeted you and told you everything. It's only that he left the real nyonyos at home and he was doing breastfeeding. That's on a light note because yesterday we were also hosting the First Lady of the country, so that's why I was not able to join you. Today, as we sit here to launch and to start this first Nutri-Wash Conference, I feel very guilty even as a parent. Because having been brought up here, I knew when you were young, when you woke up, the first thing you do is to wash your face, wash your hands, and then drink porridge even before drinking tea. And I knew very well it was a must for us to eat our vegetables and to eat our fruits. And having listened to what all of us are talking about, that is where you want us to go back to. But we brought our children up and we considered those as punishments. And we started rewarding them with sweets, mandazi, cakes, and that took over. And now it is we are trying to control the damage that we have created, and that's why we have to do it together. It will not take a day, it will not take 2 days. I've listened to the statistics that have been mentioned here. They are not kind at all. They are not kind at all, especially when I stand here as the spouse of the governor of Migori County, and I listen to what needs to be done, the policies that should be put in place to address the issues that we are talking about, such that when you go to a restaurant and you order vegetables, the waiter will not look at you as if you are a sick person, but they look at you with honor and appreciate that you are doing the right thing. As for county first ladies, my chair will speak about it. We are not employees of the counties. We don't even have a budget in the county. But because of the passion we have, because of what we see around us, because when we walk around, we see these challenges, we are able to see children who are malnourished. I don't have to go to school to know a child that is malnourished. I don't have to go to school to know a child who is started because of malnutrition. We have passion to help alleviate this. We have put aside all the other things that we do. I've mentioned we are not employees, so when we sit here, we are not sitting as people who are being paid to be here, but we are sitting here because of the passion we have. I want to thank the partners who have worked with us. Some of them I've already mentioned. In fact, almost all the names you see on the screen have worked with us as an organization under CFLA. They have worked with us as an organization under LREP, which is the Lake Region Economic Bloc, and they've also worked with us as individuals. And what we are able to do is to lend our voice, to advocate, to speak on their behalf, to knock on the doors that require to be knocked upon, to ensure that this message is able to reach wherever it's supposed to reach. So mine is to ask the partners who are here, we appreciate what we are doing, but we still need you to hold our hand so that we are able to do more. We can only do more if you work with us, if you are able to also identify the roles that we can do, because we may be seated there as professionals in different areas, but it has taken Capricorn, I think, a whole week to teach us, to take us through advocacy, because some of us are first-time first ladies or first-time spouses to governors. So it has taken a lot of your work even to bring us where we are. So we already have the knowledge, we already know we can do what it takes to assist in improving our nutrition in this country. And we are open, we are available. I think there's a place where they said, here I am, use me. So all of us, the 4 of us who are here, plus the ones who are absent from this place today, all we can say is that here we are, please use us. I know there are challenges that have been mentioned in this place. There are challenges that will require the county government. I'm glad that we have most of the representatives of the county governments within this area or even the country at large. Please make use. I saw the MCA was here. If you don't persuade these people to make the right policies, then it will all go to waste. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones who develop and approve the policies that will help us address the issues that challenge us. If we are going to spend a lot of time in conference rooms and very little time on the ground, I'll tell you that will not improve, because you only need to even move from here to Awendo or to Rongo or to any other place to realize that our women, this county or the country has a lot of food. We have a lot of water. Some water is underground, some are on the surface, but it requires us to make our hands dirty in the field, go to those people, inform them, ensure that they do what is supposed to be done so that we can change and move those figures from the 26 and the 19s we are talking about to zero, because moving from 26 to 19 was not easy. Now moving from 19 to 0% will also not be easy. So let's know that we need to roll our sleeves and really find ways of assisting our communities. If we assist them, all the children will thrive and we'll have a better economy. Because I saw the little girl who was here. She's speaking the truth. Well, that's why all of us were so excited. But how many of us, even as employers, have enabled our employees? Thank you, University of Rongo, because I know you are going not only to help your staff, but you're also going to help the children that are being brought up, and even your students who are already parents. How many of us, even as employers, are creating time? Because we know whatever we are dealing with now is secondary. The primary care should be in the first 1,000 days. So if we don't come together and ensure that we give these children the right foundation in their first 1,000 days, then we are sure that even what we are doing now is not going to help them. We need to at least target this generation, these young children, these young babies, so that from the time the mother is pregnant, she's getting the right nutrition. She gives birth, she's taking good care of the child, she's able to take the child to all the treatments that are required, all the clinics that are required, and that foundation alone, I think it is the foundation that helps some of us. Some of us, I think, grew up by flukes, because when I listen to what you people are saying, I'm sure my mother did not have that formula. She did not know anything, but we are lucky that we did the right thing. So I am counting on you. I'm glad you all came. I'm counting on you to help us realize this conference, and we hope that whatever we'll do in Migori County this year, the others will build upon. The other counties, as we pass on the baton to you next year and the years after, please ensure that whatever has already been achieved in Migori, we build onto it so that eventually the entire country can benefit from the conference that has been initiated today in Migori. With those few remarks, I now declare this conference officially open. Thank you.
Can we appreciate our First Lady in a better way? Better round of applause for our First Lady. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daktari. Yes, we want to get a snapshot of our nutrition situation in the county before we have our first keynote address speaker. Then thereafter we shall have the panel discussion here by all the First Ladies present here. So, Carol, welcome, and give us a brief overview of our nutrition situation in the county. Karibu.
to our chief guests, Dr. Agnes Ochilo, our first ladies from the Lake Region Economic Bloc. All protocols observed, good afternoon. My name is Caroline Odete. I coordinate nutrition activities in the county. I'll take you through the county nutrition situation for Migori County. The next slide, please. This is the map for Migori County. Migori County has 8 sub-counties and 40 wards administratively. Next. This is the county profile for Migori County. Migori County has a total population of 1.406348. The next. Migori County is one of the 47 counties in Kenya. It has a total population of 1.4 million. It covers square kilometers of 25, 97 square kilometers. The inhabitants in Migori County, we have North, Suba, Kuria, Luya, Somali, small pockets of Indians, Arabs, and Nubian community. The Migori County town is the headquarters for Migori County. The county is divided into 8 sub-counties, namely Suna East, Suna West, Kuria East, Kuria West, Uriri, Awendo, Rongo, and Nyatike sub-county, with a total of 40 administrative wards. The major economic activity in Migori County includes fish farming, gold mining, sugarcane farming, and also other economic activities include livestock farming, small-scale farming, border business, and small and medium enterprises. Nutrition program areas, maternal, newborn, and child nutrition, integrated management of acute malnutrition, micronutrient deficiency, vitamin A, IFAS, nutrition in emergencies, nutrition in HIV, AIDS, and TB, management of non-communicable diseases, clinical nutrition and dietetics, school feeding program, growth monitoring, promotion for children under 5 years, and logistic management information system, and agri-nutrition. The indicators for Migori County, comparing Migori County and the national indicators, stunted growth, comparing height versus age for children under 5. In Migori County, it stands at 15%, translating to 35,000 children being stunted in Migori County and are not able to reach their full potential. Comparing the national statistics, the Kenyan statistics, stunting stands at 18%. Underweight, comparing weight of children versus age of children. We're seeing comparing weight versus height for children. Kenya stands at 5%. Migori County is 2.5%. Poverty index for Migori County is at 49.6%. The literacy level for Migori County is at 74%. Nutrition HR, it has moved from 15 to 21. The county government is doing something. We were 15 last year, but this year we have an addition of 6 nutritionists, so we have a total of 21 nutritionists. Cases of malnutrition for the Lake Region Development counties, that is the 14 area counties. These are absolute numbers. This is data for 2023. We have Migori and all the counties in the Lake Region development. Malnutrition, the next. These are malnutrition cases, absolute numbers. We have 8 sub-counties in Migori County. So these are the absolute numbers for children with malnutrition in all the 8 sub-counties. Malnutrition cases, deaths for malnutrition cases, children dying from malnutrition at the county referral hospital. We have 54 deaths of children dying from malnutrition. Pregnant women with HB less than 11 GDL per sub-county. These are the numbers. Pregnant anemia trends in Migori County. Anemia trends in Migori County is on the rise. Low birth weight babies. We have 2 newborn units in the county. That is at the county referral hospital and St. Joseph's Mission Hospital. That is why cases of malnutrition is high in, cases of low birth weight is high in Suna East sub-county. Adolescent pregnancies between 10 to 19 years per sub-county. Nutrition key achievements. We celebrated World Breastfeeding Week last year in Rongo sub-county at Winyo Primary. We launched a lactation room and creche at the county referral hospital led by our First Lady, Dr. Agnes Ochilo, First Lady Kisumu County, First Lady Kisumu County, Dorothy Nyongo, and First Lady Siaya County, Betty Orengo. We launched our child creche and child care center yesterday at Rongo University, led by our Excellency, His Excellency the Governor, and also the Principal Secretary, Mary Mudoni. We also hosted the national launch for World Breastfeeding Week 2025 yesterday, and today we have our first Nutri-Wash Conference today at Rongo University. We have created PlayStation stimulation room at the county referral hospital. We have capacity built community health workers and healthcare workers on baby-friendly community initiative, and also train community health workers on family work courtesy of Red Cross, UNICEF, and the French Embassy. We have formed multi-sectoral nutrition technical forum, bringing all the stakeholders together to discuss nutrition agendas. We have conducted MIYCN CAB survey, the first survey ever done in Migori County, supported by UNICEF, French Embassy, and also Kenya Red Cross. Capacity built of healthcare workers, 50 healthcare workers on integrated management of acute malnutrition. We have 2 semesters deworming our children and also giving inadequate fund allocation for nutrition, inadequate partner support for nutrition, knowledge gap on nutrition issues among the community healthcare workers, farmers, inadequate anthropometric equipment, and lack of enough funding to support food and ratio in all the 16 sub-county hospitals. Recommendations, integrate nutrition with all the relevant line ministries. Nutrition advocacy, we need to continue with the nutrition advocacy. Develop ACSM document, allocate more funds for nutrition, employ more nutrition, and more partnership with our partners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carol. Shall we appreciate Carol in a better way? Yeah, thank you so much. In the interest of time, we shall change the program slightly. The keynote address will start the afternoon session, but we shall have panel discussion one, the power of advocacy champions in adolescent health, nutrition and HPV vaccination. And this panel will be moderated by Dr. Nelly Bosire. We will kindly let us appreciate Dr. Bosire as she climbs up. Dr. Bosire will then invite the first ladies to join her so that we get the first panel discussion. Thank you so much. The keynote address speakers, bear with us. We shall start the afternoon session so that we manage time. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I can see this is that time that everybody looks like they need to eat something. We're talking nutrition, so we can't afford to starve you. So we're going to be the people standing between you and lunch. And for me, I am supposed to do a keynote speech, but I will just do a quick summary to introduce ourselves. My name is Dr. Nelly Bosire. I am a specialist obstetrician and gynecologist. I practice in Nairobi, but additionally I am the technical advisor for the Kenya Pediatric Research Consortium, which is the research arm of the Kenya Pediatric Association of Kenya. So we have been working with our county first ladies under the County First Ladies Association, and I have to say that I am most proud to be associated with this team. So before I invite them to join me, I would like to discover what everyone else said and what they didn't touch. Everyone has talked about nutrition from a macronutrient perspective. And I want us to highlight the micronutrient aspect. We may have well-fed children, but they have rickets. Have we seen that? And yet we live in Rongo where the sun is this hot. So we need to actually appreciate the small things that may be missed. And with macronutrient deficiency, first of all, we start from the womb. Our mother, I usually say what most people don't know is that the baby is an extremely efficient parasite. The baby will feed itself at the expense of the mother. So by the time you actually see a baby who's coming from the womb, who is malnourished, the mother is actually dying. Because it means the baby ate the mother and there was nothing left to eat. And this applies to especially the micronutrients. It is the reason why we give our women iron in pregnancy. Unfortunately, we have been able to document a few things that are a reality, because we have seen that despite knowing that IFAS is free in public hospitals and all mothers who go to antenatal clinic access this, we know that they are not taking it. And a study done in Muranga of Uganda actually noticed that almost 53% of the women did not take their iron. Why? How many of you have ever gotten pregnant and taken the iron supplement? How did it go? It's absolutely terrible. It gives nausea, it gives constipation, it makes it very difficult for this pregnant woman to take it. So where we are sitting, we are actually looking at, there's a new study that's going to be conducted that is actually going to focus on looking at better ways to deliver this iron to women in a manner that is sustainable. So we have been talking about things like injectable irons, and we're going to see that sometimes we may have to give the mother a drip, And that one drip will give her the iron she would have taken for 10 months if she was pregnant. Isn't that a good deal? The drip will just take 15 minutes. So our job is to advocate for when it comes. Are we ready for it? Can our women adopt this and can our counties pay for it? Okay? Secondly, we have to remember that women in pregnancy vomit a lot in the first trimester. And for most of them, this is when they have actually not come to clinic. It means that they are not eating. Whatever they are taking in is going out. On average, more than half of women actually lose weight in the first trimester. At this point, the baby doesn't need much. They're the size of a bean. But the mother is actually beginning to waste away. So we have to pay attention to our antenatal care because it sets the basis for good nutrition going forward. The mother's vomiting must be addressed. There is nothing like it is normal for pregnant women to vomit. We know it's a problem, so we deal with it. Secondly, we have folic acid, which we give in pregnancy. The idea is that folic acid should start before pregnancy. We are the ones who have abandoned our nice, healthy, rich foods that have folic acid. Now we have to supplement you. So please, if you're planning to get pregnant, you're supposed to start folic before you get pregnant. There is such a thing called preconception care. And I am proud to say that the Ministry of Health is reviewing the maternal child booklet. The purple book, don't we all know it? It's under serious review because some of the considerations we need to put in there are things like preconception care. When we talk about breastfeeding, again, everyone has mentioned breastfeeding. I am going to highlight one thing. Once that baby comes out, the iron is a lot more tolerable. So can we begin to have honest conversations with our mothers? What they couldn't take when they are pregnant, can we pump it in after they have delivered? Why? There is a little bit of iron that goes out through breast milk to the baby. Now, iron is a very difficult supplement to absorb. In fact, for what we give the mother, we expect them to absorb just about 6%. So even if we give you a syrup and you take a whole teaspoon, it's only 6% of that teaspoon that is going to go into the body. However, by the time it's gone through the mother's body and comes out in breast milk, the baby can actually absorb it almost 100%. So our pediatricians are telling us, during exclusive breastfeeding, the baby doesn't have any other source of iron. So let us pump the mother for the sake of the baby. We must be able to start having those conversations. And when we talk about supporting the mothers in breastfeeding, I just saw the statistics here for adolescent mothers in this county. Is that a small number? Are our schools ready for them to breastfeed? Are they? So we have female empowerment. Our gender people have told us that the mother must deliver and the mother must go back to school. At the expense of who? The baby being left at home. Are our schools going to say, at break time, your house is just over there? When others go out to play, take that 20 minutes to do what? Go home and breastfeed. We must remember the adolescent mother gave birth to a baby equivalent to the woman who is not an adolescent mother. So the requirements of the babies don't change because of who the mother is. The same way we are saying breastfeeding support in the workplace, we have to be truly intentional about breastfeeding in the school. For as long as our babies are having babies, we have to mother them both together. Okay? Finally, I'm going to come to our adolescents, and nobody talks about adolescents because they're big, right? They can feed themselves, correct? If they are sick, they have the mouth to come and tell us. We don't have to ask them or check if they are sick. So we end up neglecting. We neglect how they eat. We leave them getting obese. But most importantly, your obese girl is going to start her periods earlier. Have we not seen 9-year-olds? Are we buying pads or are we buying diapers? Do they even know how to wear a pad at 8, 9 years old? But what happens? Majority of these young babies, when they start their periods very early, their periods tend to be very heavy and very irregular and very painful. So what does this mean? They are losing so much iron every month when they have a period. We must get them taken care of by the gynecologist. They need iron supplementation and we need to reduce that bleeding to allow them to have a normal life. Most importantly, as I step away from this, our elderly people. This is another neglected cohort. Sometimes our parents, you know how hard it is to parent your parents? I heard somebody saying, you're saying eat vegetables. How many of us can tell our fathers to eat vegetables? But they actually need it. So all you millennials born in the 80s are currently parenting your parents. Please remember their nutrition. They are actually becoming more likely to get other infections. Their cancers are likely to progress faster simply because they have poor nutrition. So let's not forget them. And if you look at what I've talked about, it's purely nutrition through the circle of life. It is a whole 360. It starts in the womb and it ends when life ends. So on that note, allow me to invite my very venerable panelists. I'm very proud to be hosting the County First Ladies Association. And I would like to introduce the chair of the County First Ladies Association to please step up and take a seat on the podium. The Marsabit County First Lady, Her Excellency, Nutri-Wash. Secondly, I would like to invite the County First Lady from Migori County, who is actually the Vice Chair of the County First Ladies Association, Her Excellency, Dr. Agnes Ochilo. Then I like my champions. I like very much women who speak to power. And this is why I love the County First Lady of Bungoma County. She does not have to play. She is not a doctor for no reason. So welcome, Her Excellency Dr. Margaret Saka. And finally, the Bomet County First Lady, Her Excellency Celine Bachon, was given a huge voice to Southfield. Karibuni sana, please take a seat. Additionally, we have our members as we do advocacy and work with the County First Ladies. In every county we work in, and we work in 20 counties, we have our county focal persons who have been coordinating the activities that happen here. So I would like to invite Dr. Akuka. She's the county pediatrician and she's our county focal person. Finally, I would also like to invite the county EPI coordinator. Her name is Emily. Please come up. I mentioned my adolescents and I will ask for 1 second to actually mention why they are a special cohort to us. So Emily, please come up. Finally, I'd also like to invite my colleague in Capricorn, who is also a fellow technical advisor, Dr. Dan Odalo. He's going to introduce himself and he's going to speak to us a little bit more about Capricorn. Karibuni sana. So we have a power panel, and I am quite privileged to have this team here. I would like to start with the chair, because you are the chair. And I would like the chair to tell us a little bit about what her county looks like, the positive things that you've been able to achieve in Marsabit County through your efforts as the County First Lady, where the gaps are, and what we really need to do to try and close those gaps.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nelly, for giving me this opportunity and the kind words. And by the opportunity, I mean literally, because I think we are here in this conference, courtesy of Capricorn. My fellow First Ladies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Alamitu Jatani. Marsabit County is a county in northern Kenya. It is the largest county in the country, and I believe it's the most beautiful county. It boasts of having different kind of environment. We have Asal region, where it's dry and sandy, and we have also the area that is a highland, where we call Saku, that has mist. It's agricultural woodland, and then our economic hub in Moyale. The issue about Marsabit and nutrition is multifaceted. Number one, we have a large population of people who are illiterate. So the knowledge gap is one of the issues that come in. Then economically, the economy of Marsabit and the people of Marsabit are amongst the poor people in this country. Then there is the issue of culture, what we do and what we don't do. We are a largely cultural society. Then comes the modernization, because now the county has come and different things are happening that make you feel modern. The issues that were discussed by the previous speakers as to where our mothers really insisted on us having the vegetables and us rewarding our children with sweets and cakes. If I give a story about like when a child is born, when I look at the cultural aspect, culturally they are expected first to take cow milk, the first milk that is given, because we believe like that the first milk from the mom is not the best. Well, nutritionists are telling us that is the best milk. So which one do we follow? The culture or what the nurses are telling us? And the same nurses for a long time, it is culture first, then education comes later. So that issue of culture, of trying to understand how to do things right, though it's improving, is one of the things that is really affecting nutrition in the country. Then why do I speak about economic activities and what people are making? Are we able to afford the vegetables? Because do we even know these vegetables? Because we are a pastoral community. We eat meat, we drink milk, we plant maize, and that is starch, and beans sometimes. And I keep telling the first ladies here that the green I know is cabbage and spinach. So if you put your hope, you give me and now you what those others which are bitter, they've not been. To us, some of these things are weak. It's that one. She sees Manago telling her, don't worry, this week will be cleared once you go away, but she tells me this are vegetable. So that is lack of knowledge. Then modernization. Zamani, we used to look backwards. When you come to Sololo, that's a village in Marsabit, there is no soda, there is no packed juice, it is water. And for those of us who come in from Nairobi, sometimes we carry our bottled water, and all those things are not there. But now with the development that has come, the road has come, soda inatoka kutoka Nairobi, people are making chips, and kukatakata, deep fry and everything. So that day I was in the village, in my mother-in-law's house, and she tells me, so nowadays she doesn't eat so much. And take chips, I give her some 10 shillings to go and buy chips from outside. I'm looking at her. I thought it was a Nairobi problem, where kids are talking about buy me a burger and buy me KFC. It has gone to Marsabit. So when we look at that, and then generally the healthcare access, how many women are getting that? How close are the facilities to the people? What information are we getting? Thanks to the national and county government and the health promoters now, there are a lot of information that is going on. People have been trained, they are going to the hospitals, they are being spoken to and everything. And most of this nutrition is I don't call it rich people problem. It's an economically advantaged more problem than the others, because these other kids may not be able to afford the sweets, the chocolates, and the soda and all those things. They take the normal food. But those of us and even from the counties who are more advantaged, we look at it like prestige. So we need to demystify the whole nutrition issue and then package it so that I can comfortably eat my managu, terere, skuma spinach without looking poor, without looking a problem. And on a light note, nowadays when you come to our homes and then you find that maybe that is the day we've done rice with beans, very sweet, it's very nice. That is the day I will really explain my need. Or today, leo we didn't buy meat, or
butcher, you know, there is a lot of explanation to the visitors. So can we normalize eating the rice and beans and vegetables, and the visitor comes in and says, you know, Mama County is so mean, she cannot be able to ginger his
Fantastic. I think she just spoke to all of us, isn't that right? We're seeing this problem, and you know, I struggle when I see that, you know, if you ask a child who has never left right here where we are in Rongo, and you ask them what's the biggest building they have ever seen, what are they going to say? Rongo University, isn't it? Right? So this is the same thing with food. That we're sitting in a space where we are still aspiring middle class. These are the people who actually eat the junk food, the chips and everything. But when you move it a tier higher to people who are truly wealthy, if you walk into their homes, what are they going to feed you? How many of us had the story of President Moi's breakfast? He was the president of the country and breakfast was boiled maize. So they have actually, we have a curve where the very poor eat well. The ones who are thinking that they are finally made it are the ones eating terribly. And the very, very wealthy are doing what? Have gone back to the roots. So I like what you say. How do we normalize that? How do we make our children see beyond the size of Rongo University and can see KICC and say there's a bigger building beyond Rongo University? With that in mind, I'd like to hear, you know, I don't understand malnutrition in Bungoma County. It is it's the bread basket of this country. And all the lawyers, when you go to their home and you're a guest, what's the first thing they do? Wanakuchinjia koko. So how are our children in Bungoma County managed? Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you, Dr. Nelly, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Margaret Makelo Lusaka. I wear several hats, but I wish first to talk about me as a person. I'm a career civil servant. I'm based at the Calgary headquarters. I'm the director in charge of partnerships and business development. In my studies, I'm a plant breeder by training from the University of KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. Then I'm a first lady of Bungoma County, and that is where the road meets, or whatever. The rubber meets the road. Because I can't separate these two titles that I have, especially for this conference, they go hand in hand. When we are talking nutrition, and we are talking about the micro, macro, and the general health of everybody and the partners that we need to work with, I'm able to combine all. Bungoma County is a diverse county. We have arid areas, we have mountain, we have swampy areas, and we have several communities there with different cultures. We have the Bokusu who dominate, we have the Tatoni, we have the Teso, we have the Sabot, and we have now the community, cosmopolitan communities of any other tribe in the towns that we have. So when you look at our eating habits, you find those who live on basically on milk, those who eat ugali, those who eat finger millets, and the town ones who are the middle class, who think they have made it, or rather they have made it for sure, because I'm one of them. Now, in Bungoma, malnutrition, you saw the statistics, we are not doing well. But again, also poverty is also very high, about 43%. And what happens is, as everyone has said, the poorer you are, the more you think that eating bread is success. And therefore, that is when poverty becomes very expensive. My mom, when I would fall sick, she could buy me a soda, Fanta orange, and scones. Because I can't eat anything else. And I could prolong my sickness so that I continue benefiting from that. My mother will sell eggs to buy for us bread. My mother will make ugali and potato stew, and that is a meal, the Irish potatoes. My mother could make ugali and give each of us a ripe banana so that we may export Nairobi. My mother could make sweet potatoes and you export water from whichever source. Those are our meals. What I'm saying is, in Bungoma you can never sleep hungry, but we are not eating right. And that is where the challenge comes in. Bungoma, we have been in the media for all the wrong reasons. Teen pregnancies, where in one village we had 52 girls who were made pregnant by their local community. The case is still ongoing, but we have those mothers. I've visited hospitals the same way we did today, encouraging women to give birth in hospitals. And one time I entered a ward and I found 14 under 20 girls who had delivered through CS. And they were all about between 12 and 15 years. And there were 40 of them in one ward. So they had to put aside a ward for just those girls. What happens to these babies? When you look at where they come from, the poverty is real. The mother is hustling, the father is hustling, or drunk somewhere, or both parents get drunk and just come to sleep because they have given up hope. And you'll find that this girl has to choose. Stay home and take care of your baby until the baby is of age before you try and hustle. I know the county government of Bungoma has been making efforts, and in the first term, I initiated the feeding program for ECD kids, where I was providing composite flour for Uji, so that every kid in the ECD could get a mug of porridge. I started with 50 kids. By the second term, I had over 200 in each class. So I was overwhelmed, and I'm happy to say that the county government realized that this is a need, and the county government took over, and now we have all schools in the county getting nutritious products for the ECD. You know it is a devolved function, but what I realize is when you look at the Kenyan Constitution, it is mentioned about the devolved ECD or in the education sector, but nobody talks about the daycare. What happens to this baby between 0 and 3? And that's what you brought out clearly. But we have now other macro issues that we need to look at. And I'm saying, I've been around several conferences, had all the statistics that have been provided, and what am I doing with that data? What am I doing with these reports? Because it's not enough for us to be so sad that we are being told 80% are suffering malnutrition or are stunted. So what? What am I doing about it? And today we come here as partners. We have assembled here. What can we do beyond the statistics? That is what I wish to leave this place with, because recently I attended an ECD conference in Garissa, and I said, I'm interested in the 0 to 1,000 day babies. Proud to be associated with Rongo University that you now have appreciation for the babies. But we can do more than that, because the only people who can access this fund, I believe, are the staff and the students. But we have the communities here who also form part of the statistic that worries us. As a First Lady, I'm ready to run with this and establish this to share and daycare centers in Bungoma County. We have markets where they have provision for lactating mothers' rooms, but nobody is ready to run those, to take care of these even mothers who are selling boga and sweet potatoes and whatever by the roadside. Why can't we partner? Because we have been exposed to the nurturing care framework that can help us undertake this, and I know that together we can do this. CADRO as an organization has been involved in research on biofortification, and looking at the diversity of the crops and therefore diversification of our diets, looking at neglected crops. In Marsabit, Managu is a neglected crop, but we will tell you, we will change it around and make it one of the important crops because of the nutritional value. And I know Rongo University, you could also be doing a lot of research on the nutrients of the different foodstuffs that we have around us, and we can work together. So for me to be able to have a kitchen garden outside the pre-share or the daycare center, I need a curriculum. Rongo University, what are you doing about the curriculum for daycare? So that we train the mothers who bring the babies. They don't have to be students here. There are people hustling out there. There are these teenage girls who need to go back to school in the neighboring areas. There are these ones who are able to do other things in their space, but hawajui mtoto atamwachia nani. Na hawajui kwa kiachia mtu yote atamuua ama atamfanyia nini, atamlisha a cockroach or all the wrong things. We want these babies to be secure. So what I'm saying is, the challenge is real, the solutions are urgent. And here we can work together with everybody in this room, in all the 47 counties, and see what kind of activity, what kind of solution we can provide, looking at the statistics that we have that can make a difference in our children's lives, from 0 to even up to 6 years when they go to grade 1 or whatever they call it these days. Because what I remember in my childhood, if my mother remembered to give the cows the first 1 week of milk to the calf, that was colostrum. We were not even supposed to share. Remember, it was like eggs. You know when you boil that thing? And we were told, "Hiyo tu ni nyama." What is so wrong with us? How can we package this message so that this girl, the moment she gives birth to her baby, then she's told that is what the baby needs and nobody else. So that if the father is hovering around trying to share, he's told this is for the baby only. The way my mother reserved the calf milk for the calf until after 2 weeks is when we were allowed to enjoy the milk. God bless you all as we look forward to working together.
I wasn't wrong when I said she's a power lady. She has seen the bigger picture, she has dissected the problem, and she has given us solutions. Our job is to just implement. So with that in mind, I really take cognizance of very key things that you brought up, but there's something you mentioned and you did not extrapolate. Our CHPs. How many of us know how massive a resource that is to us? When we are talking about nutrition and breastfeeding, these are the people who are seeing our mothers in the communities. How many days do we keep them in the ward after the baby is born? 24 hours? 48 hours max, isn't it? Who is going home to follow them over there once they've gone? It's our CHPs. How many of us have taken time to train our CHPs? It does not need a budget. Every level 4 hospital has a number of CHPs under them. The same way we do CMEs for our clinical staff in the hospital. Are we able to extend the CMEs to our CHPs in the community? And guess what power tool they come with? They have the H's, and they can actually give us raw data that we can use. So we need to keep thinking about, we have resources that we can use that don't need us to add any more cost to it. Let us work with what we have before we even need to say we need extra resources. But we know, taking that into consideration, I want to hear about Bomet. I was very proud when I looked up on the table that was put up by Carol Bomet, and she demonstrated the 11 counties. And did you notice? Bomet had the lowest rate of malnutrition. Wanakula nini? Hebu tueleze. County First Lady, what are you feeding your people?
Thank you so much, Dr. Nelly. Kwa majina naitwa Salim Bachok, mke wa gavana wa Bomet, na ninapoketi hapa nataka kusema Bomet ni kaunti ambayo inajulikana na inajulikana ama imesikika kwa mambo mazuri
na hapakosi mambo mabaya, lakini nataka kusema mambo mengi ambayo tunafanya pale Bomet ni mambo ambayo inapeleka watu wetu mbele, na sana sana Bomet inajulikana kwa kulima, na sehemu zingine wanafanya ukulima ya chai, sehemu zingine wanafanya ukulima wa kufuga ng'ombe. Alafu kuna mambo mengi ambayo yanaendelea, na tukiangalia sana pale Bomet kuna kazi ambayo the responsibilities ambazo zimebadilika, kwa sababu unapata wamama wengi karibu most of the households, unapata wamama ndio msingi wa familia, kwa sababu wao ama wengi wao ni wale ambao wanashughulika mpaka watoto wakule pamoja hata na mzee. Ndio maana nasema hata wakati wa kujifungua wamama wengi wanajipanga mapema, kwa sababu watakapoketi, kwa sababu tunaambiwa mama ambaye amepumzika vizuri, ile chakula amekula itatengeneza maziwa ya mtoto, na mtoto atapata maziwa mzuri ambaye ni quality, alafu huyo mtoto ataendelea kukua mzuri. So nataka kusema tu pale Bomet tunasisitiza sana chakula ambayo inasaidia kina mama, na my sister here is a witness kwamba Bomet inafanya vizuri sana kwa zile maharagwe ambayo tunasema ni rich in iron, na Bomet tunapanda hiyo maharagwe sehemu nyingi, mostly in 2 sub-counties inafanya vizuri sana. So tunasisitiza hiyo upanzi wa hiyo maharagwe, na wamama ambao wako na ambao ni wajawazito wakitumia hiyo maharagwe, mambo ya zinc na mambo ya damu katika mwili wao haitapungua. Alafu mimi kama first lady wa Bomet, mimi ndio patron wa nutrition, na nimesisitiza sana kufanya wamama wakuwe empowered, na mostly natembea nikiwafanikisha ama nikiwasaidia na mbegu ya mboga, alafu hizo mboga wakitumia the green vegetables itawasaidia pia. So hiyo ndio kitu ambayo imetusaidia sana pale Bomet, na tunaomba, imekuwa ni ombi langu nikiwa pale wakati nasisitiza vile wamama wanafaa kuchunga, naomba na nitarudia kuomba kwamba wanaume ama waume zetu ambao ni waume the husbands, na waomba na ninawasihi na ninaendelea kuomba siku ya leo kwamba wanaume warudi kwenye laini yao, ambapo wakati mama anafanya, kuna mahali mama anafaa kusimama na kuna mahali mzee anafaa kusimama, kwa sababu wamama wakiachiwa kazi nyingi, hata kushughulika na kuchunga mtoto itakuwa ngumu. So ninawasihi wanaume wasimame na wamama, sana sana ni wakati ambao wamejifungua, kwa sababu tunaambiwa mtoto ama mama akikula vizuri, na tunasema tena wazee walete chakula nyumbani, washughulike walete chakula, kwa sababu bila hiyo chakula mama hatakuwa na afya nzuri, especially akiwa na mimba ama baada ya kuzaa. And then tena nataka kusema jambo moja kuhusu wasichana, not wasichana, watoto wetu ambao ni adolescents. Zamani mimi ningelisha watoto wangu na hii mboga ya kienyeji hiyo, na si ati kwa sababu walikuwa wanapenda, hawakuwa wanataka hiyo chakula, lakini mimi ningetumia force ama lazima kama mzazi, na nilikuwa nawaambia sio chakula, ni dawa, kwa sababu walikuwa wanakataa. So walikuwa wanakula nderema, isaga, mnajua vile ina taste kwa hao watoto hawapendi, lakini wangependa hizo chakula zingine. Lakini saa hii naweza sema tuko na challenge, kwa sababu siasa nayo iko hapa. Saa hii niko Migori, nimewacha watoto nyumbani, sijui nani atanilazimishia wakule hiyo mboga. So sometimes kuna siku nilipata msichana wangu ambao saa hii ni form 4. Kuna holiday moja alikuja nyumbani, hakuna siku alionja ugali, hakuna siku alionja mboga. Alikuwa anatumia tu juices, soda, viazi kidogo, crisps, hizo vitu fake hivi. So ninasema tu kuna challenge, kuna shida, lakini tunaomba tuendelee kufundisha mama, kwa sababu kuna wengine labda wanaona chakula ni chakula, lakini sio chakula, sio chakula. Chakula bora ndio chakula. Asante sana.
It is not easy being the child of the county first lady of government. But she is setting her children up for the future. Let me encourage mothers. The face of them refusing to eat well is a face. Wait until your children are 25. Wataanza kutafuta hiyo maneno bila kuambiwa. Hata utashangaa sana. All of us here were above 30. Is it that true? The foods our mothers forced us, tulienda tukasema tumekuwa wakubwa sasa tunaweza kata. Lakini tumejipata tumefanya nini? Tumerudi pole pole. So hiyo inaitwa setting family habits that will outlive you. Watoto wako, children do what you do, not what you say. Kwa hivyo ukiwaambia tukule mboga leo, kesho unaleta pizza, kesho nyingine unawaambia sasa tukule burger, hakuna msimamo. They'll do what you do. But if they know when we eat at home, this is how we eat, I promise you they always come back. So we need to set that right when they're young. But before we even go back to our host so that she can give us her remarks, I want us to meet a pediatrician. How many of you know your pediatricians in this county? How many do we have? Only one. Sasa hiyo ni challenge nitarudisha kwa county first rate Migori County. Hii ni behind closed doors. You're talking about the first 1,000 days, and those 1,000 days belong to Dr. Kuka. Huwa tunasema, in medicine, the nicest people become pediatricians. Who has ever met a pediatrician who is not nice? If they are not nice, your children will not accept them. Because children always have a beacon for good people. So the good person here is going to tell us what is happening here, and with regard to county support for nutrition. What are we doing with all the advocacy we have done in Kenya?
Thank you very much. So Nelly introduced me. I'm Dr. Joyce Apuka, the pediatrician, currently based at Migori County Referral Hospital. I remember stepping into Migori County the first time in 2013, and what stood out was that Migori was very rich in agriculture, Migori was very rich in farming, Migori was very rich in mining, and the climate is actually very conducive. So when you document that, you shouldn't have any malnutrition, isn't it? But what stood out is, the way the first ladies have spoken, the focus was more of economics. The babies were ignored, the mothers were ignored. When they get this fish, when they farm, the priority of it was selling it, more of business. So we'll start with the newborns. Why are we still having newborns who are underweight? If you look at the data that the county nutritionist majority of of the ladies who are giving birth in Migori County are actually the teenagers and the ones less than 25 years. What's the implication of that? You will do your teaching, you will encourage the mothers to breastfeed, but once you discharge them, they are left with the grandmothers. So there's that inconsistency of exclusive breastfeeding. There is a lot of mixed feeding. Our county, I know right now we are somehow faring well with the HIV/AIDS, but we are still amongst the highest in HIV/AIDS. And the cohort here of medical practitioners, we know the impact of mixed feeding, especially in the neonates or the infants who are exposed. So that is actually one of the contributors of some of our babies being either stunted or having severe acute malnutrition. Same thing with the under 5. A lot of them who are actually admitted, the primary care of these babies are usually the grandparents, and which account for about 70%. 30% unfortunately are the babies who are born with birth asphyxia. So birth asphyxia are the babies who are born tired, quote unquote. So as they grow up, they undergo many complications and people just get scared and they get dumped. What are we doing in our facility? Unfortunately, when they come pretty late. They come with complications and majority of them actually succumb. We've been having an issue in the rehabilitation of babies with severe acute malnutrition, because you see now they need special milk. There's the inconsistency of the F75, F100, and today I was joking with the nutritional stand outside, and I was asking them, wow, you guys have the RUTF, the peanuts. Who's ever seen that peanut sachet that is so sweet? You've seen that? Who's ever tasted? Who's ever seen it? Let's start with there. Majority of the people use it as peanut butter instead of giving it to our baby. So they've been actually out of stock for quite a while. I will leave this and say there's one time Cambridge did research running from 2020 to 2021. And the major focus was following was education, rehabilitation education, and following up the infants that have been discharged. So literally they follow them up within a month, 6 months. And the data that was produced after those 2 years is actually those good outcomes and very little mortality. So what I can say is prevention is better than cure. When you get a baby, so we'll start with education from the time when they are planning to get pregnant or they are pregnant. The importance of breastfeeding. We should actually empower our community health promoters to actually continue following up these mothers, even after they've been discharged from the facility. Because majority of the time, once they've been discharged, when you get them, is when something is wrong. But we definitely know prevention is better than cure. So when you're following up these kids, educating them, actually the mortality dropped significantly. I will end this remark by saying prevention is better than cure, and let's promote our community health providers. Thank you very much, Natalie.
Thank you. And the pediatrician is not happy with us. He's going to teach us. You know, we normally say in my practice as an obstetrician, gynecologist, we are the ones who deliver the babies and then we give them to the pediatricians. When we give them babies who are not doing well, they are color changes. They will not be laughing with us. I always say, when we start bragging that we have more newborn units, that we have newborn ICUs, it means our obstetrics is failing. When you start needing those services, her prevention is better than cure has already failed. We shouldn't be in a place where we are giving her babies that require ICU. And this starts with antenatal care. Skilled birth attendants. You know, we usually say deliver in a hospital. Delivering in a hospital is not equivalent to skilled field birth attendants. We must ensure our caregivers are trained, they are supported, and they have the necessary tools to do their job. And the tools include being able to diagnose early that this baby is not doing well, and this baby needs to move to the next county. We saw statistics told us when we were shifting from NHIF to SHIFT, we really had bad outcomes. Because that gap that was left, mothers were not able to access care in the hospitals. And the ones who suffered the most are adolescents. Because you find this adolescent child who has just turned 18. She got pregnant in Form 4 and she's delivering when she has just finished school. SHIFT did not recognize her. Hajapata kipande, and SHIFT does not acknowledge a waiting card. Am I right? And now she's over 18, so she's no longer under the mother's SHIFT card. And we lost a lot of babies. So we need to be seeing these gaps in advance and doing something about it. I want to just pass over the mic to the other end. I would like Dan to walk us through what has Capricorn been doing for the last 4 years with these wonderful ladies, and what can we see has been our success story this far.
Thank you, Nelly. And thank you very much for this opportunity to come and share with you a little bit about Capricorn and what we have been doing, especially with the first ladies. Capricorn stands for the Kenya Pediatrics Research Consortium, and we came out of the Kenya Pediatrics Association basically as the tool which would put into practice some of the things that we have been discussing about. Everything that you have heard here is actually why Capricorn was formed. We were formed in order to promote research, in order to promote advocacy, and in order also to promote behavior change for the benefit of the child. And so that's we have been preoccupied with that kind of work, and we have worked in research, hosted research at the organization to make sure that we are finding the best ways to deliver child survival programs for the benefit of our children. In a nutshell, really, that's what our focus is. Now, for the last 4 years, and I would really like to take my heart out, I'm not wearing one now, but literally, to thank the first ladies who have come out to work with Capricorn on what we are calling SEBA. And SEBA stands for the Evidence-Based Advocacy for Reproductive Health. Under SEBA, we recognized that actually much of the work that goes behind the scenes in terms of making sure that our reproductive health programs are moving forward remain more or less ignored or unseen because of the nature of the business that we are in. And so under SEBA, we say that we need to find the voices and the means that would help us discuss the issues that you have had here today. And so we forged a partnership with the First Ladies, and that partnership has been able to open the door for us in order to put into question some of the policies that we have had, nutrition being one of them. And we say it does not matter, how well your immunization program is or your treatment program is, if it is not backed by the proper nutrition policies, because your nutrition then becomes like your insurance policy. If it is not backed up with the right policy around nutrition, then you're really, almost ready. So we have been able to forge this partnership that has allowed us to work with the First Ladies, who are our champions in terms of reproductive health. We are also engaged in other discussions with our governors, for example, through the Council of Governors. We have had contact with the different levels of our political leadership to make sure that we are together, working towards really delivering for our people with better informed and better resourced primary and RAMCA activities. And that's our work. We do not claim to have the answer for everything, and so we are very happy to partner with even Rongo University to begin looking at what are some of these best practices that we can package in terms of delivering primary health care and RAMCA services to our people. Are there best practices that we can package and share? Are there policy questions that we can still examine? My colleague Nelly has just made a pointer to one small thing, that nobody really saw these adolescents who are transitioning into adulthood, and yet they need those kinds of services. So these are the things that we are preoccupied with as SEPA, and we are happy to partner with you, any of your organizations here, who are in the area of primary health care and reproductive health. Our booth is outside there. We are exhibiting some of our work, so please pass by there and collect a pamphlet and learn more about Capricorn, and also particularly about SEPA as a project. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am going to not even add to what you have said. I want to give this opportunity to the County First Lady of Migori County, and why I am happy that the first nutrition conference has actually happened in the LREM region is because LREM is a first of many in many things. In many things. And if we look at the statistics and we're looking at the improvements that are happening, and we would actually say that a lot of the counties within the LREM region have done very well for health systems strengthening within devolution. Additionally, they have a lot of partners that most regions may not have. So putting all of this together and seeing what we have been pushing together in this partnership, what is your take, and what can other regions learn from what LREM is doing to be able to strengthen where they're coming from?
Thank you very much, Nelly. I think we didn't explain why we changed the program. It's because tomorrow some of the first ladies have to be in Nairobi for a meeting, and that means they have to go to Kisumu right away. So if we inconvenience anyone, please forgive us. Out of the 4 first ladies who are here, 3 of us are from the LREM region, and our chair is from the northern region. That one is called? NORED, yeah. The reason why we are able to do what we are doing under LREM is because first and foremost, the Secretariat of the LREM region took us under their arms. They are able to bring us together. They are funding all our activities. They put us in their program. And because of that, we are able to chart out different plans and programs as the 14 spouses to the governors in the LREM region.
Those scrubs and moving around and speaking to the women, nearly for a short period of time, I was actually a doctor. I looked like a doctor in my scrubs. So also very evident. So mostly it is from the support that we are getting. And Capricorn now has come on board, and we are going to even ensure that these vaccinations are taken up, because we know that cancer, cervical cancer, is the only disease that can be treated when diagnosed early 100%, and can also be prevented. I think the next program we are taking up with Capricorn is to ensure that our children are vaccinated before they reach the age where they're sexually active, so that they'll not get the HPV virus when they now become sexually active. So it is the support of the partners and the support of the LREB Secretariat that has really enabled us to achieve so much. I also wanted just to chip in on the issue of the nutrition. In fact, you know, when you're told negative news, you go in denial. So at one point when I saw the figures, I said, is it that because we are so efficient in collecting data, that's why our figures are bad? Is it that the degree of error is not good enough? But that is the situation we are in. And as LREB also, we are now working on ensuring that we grow fruit trees. The other day, my mother went for a wellness program, and some of the fruits and the vegetables and the berries that she was being asked to eat are berries that actually be grown. We used to, when we were young, we would eat them in the wild. I think some of you know berries like nyotonglo. I don't know what it is called in English. I think it's one of the gooseberries. The gooseberries, yeah. Those are things we used to get from the forest. So that confirms to me that if we are able to grow them, then the yields will be very good. So that is something that, having listened to the issues and the requirements for the micronutrients in this county, that's something that I want to take up, and I'm looking at partners who can help me ensure that we grow those trees. Guavas, when I was growing up, they were wild fruits, and now I'm seeing that they are fruits that can actually make a change. So if we are able even to have at least 3 guava trees within each and every compound, will make a big difference. And those figures have made me quite upset, but I'm going to work on them. Thank you from where I sit. Asante sana.
Thank you. Now, you see how I say I am very proud, because I now have an associate gynecologist. She is actually taking up my job, and it means that when we were doing HPV education to the first babies, we actually got through to them. She has totally prosecuted this case for me, and I'm very proud. And with that in mind, then we come and hear our HPV advocate here. How are we doing? I know most LREB counties are doing very well, but how are we pushing this? And remember, I kept saying, adolescents are very dear to me. When I wear my other hat, I am actually the executive director of the Thriving Teens Foundation. And one of the things we are seeing is that teenagers are spending a lot of time existing through adolescence. How do we turn that around and make them the most productive, the healthiest, and their best invested for the future? And with that, we have actually been working on the HPV vaccine uptake. How many of us in the room have a child who is between 10 to 14 and is a girl? Girls aged 10 to 14 in this room? Hakuna wazazi huku? Only 1, 2, 3, yes. Are your children vaccinated? Yes. Fantastic. You have said that. Let us hear the facts from the boss who actually has the data of what we are doing in our county. Emily.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. I'm called Emily Otieno. I'm a nursing officer. I work in Migori County as the immunization coordinator. So in the house of vaccines, now we have 11 vaccines. And most of the vaccines we give the under-5 children. But now the adolescents we are giving out, we administer the HPV vaccine. HPV in full is the human papillomavirus vaccine. And it is administered to a age cohort of girls aged 10 years to 14 years. This is a vaccine that is administered in 2 doses currently, of which we have updates of singling out to a single dose soon. We are still waiting for guidance from NVIP office. So Migori County rolled out HPV vaccination in the year 2019 October, and this was launched in Diwa sub-county, which is in Homa Bay County. So thereafter, in the year 2020-2021, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the services didn't really pick up well. So in Migori County, we began with scoring 4% coverages for HPV vaccination, and currently we are at 43% HPV vaccination, that is for second doses. The second doses, we believe, at the age cohort of adolescents who have been fully vaccinated for the 2-dose series. So it has always been a good journey to me, handling the adolescents, because you see, it is much easier also to get them, because the only places where we find them, quite a majority are in basic learning institutions, and during the holidays we get them in safe spaces, or at times we do door-to-door vaccination and we get the girls. The reception has always been so good, and this has been facilitated by our leadership, county leadership, who have been very supportive in the program under immunization. And during our journey in the community, when we move around, even during opening or commissioning of new facilities, we have our political goodwills, and this was spearheaded by High Excellency Dr. Agnes Ochilo. So you see, we were with her in new facilities whereby girls were lining up, they were being vaccinated, and you see, for the young adolescents extending hands, shaking hands with them, it was a quite privilege. And you see, they were like, the teachers kept on calling us, when are you coming to our school with the first lady? You see things like that. So the journey for HPV vaccination, I have to say, for Migori County, it has been good. And if it is well strengthened, this is a field or a yield that we can vaccinate at 100%. So the vaccine is very safe and effective. Through the collaboration of the Ministry of Education, they have really helped us to walk the journey, because you see, this age cohort, we find them in schools. Every year, the first week of January, we always walk to the county director's office and we get our authorization letters, which is giving us access for all our healthcare workers to move to schools and to really vaccinate the girls. So this has been a really good journey, and the good part of it, again, through the director's office, they even call us when they have their gatherings like the one we have here. They call us where teachers and heads of institutions are gathered, and we go there and we showcase about HPV vaccine. We even show them the slides, how cancer of the cervix progresses, and through vaccination, how we can really save the life of the girl child. So as we speak, we have a wall, we have a WhatsApp wall. This one is a combination from both Ministries of Education and Ministry of Health. On quarterly basis, we share our data. We even single out sub-counties that are not doing well, and you see now the county directors also follows them up, because we are in this journey with them too. Alongside that, Migori County is piloting for HPV vaccine in a few schools. It is a study that is really engaging the learners, and as we speak, we have again another separate wall with the school health teachers. School health teachers, we found they were our key champions in HPV vaccination, in that in schools, they know the girls who have been vaccinated, those who missed out, those who are yet to be vaccinated. And I have to say, even as at last week, but one, we have a school in Awedo sub-county called Gate Primary. The teacher called that, when are you coming to vaccinate the girls? I have almost 100 girls, and we are closing schools tomorrow. So we had to organize with the sub-county teams who were also there in time, and the girls were vaccinated. So in short, I'm saying we have a very good working relationship with the Ministry of Education, the school health teachers, and also our sub-county teams. There's a lot of competition. We have a sub-county called Ruby Sub-County. The staff themselves, they compete on who gets more children in schools. So they help us by also forming their own WhatsApp wall, whereby they pull up those who are not vaccinated. They are like, why are you not moving to schools? Let us move to schools and we save the lives of the girl. So mine is only to urge the partners who are here. HPV vaccine is safe and the yield is very good. We only need much support so that at least we can reach to so many schools that are still not reached in Migori County. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't think you have anything to add. Emily just found it up.
we are protecting our girls today for the women of the future. We are protecting our girls today for the women of the future. Fathers, can you find out if your daughter is vaccinated? We gave a wonderful challenge to our Northern Kenya imams. We actually had a gathering with them 2 weeks ago, and we had a conversation about the HPV vaccine to try and improve uptake. And we actually agreed that when you're going to marry, if the girl you're marrying has not been vaccinated, unapunguza nini? Ng'ombe. Because you're being given a liability that in another 10, 15 years, you, the husband, might be paying bills for treating what? Cervical cancer. So fathers, mjue tunawapunguzia nini? Tunawapunguzia nini? Tafadhali, make sure you know if your daughter is actually vaccinated. It is not a mother's problem, it is our families, and our Africans, we commit to protecting our children. Thank you very, very much. I will not even take a minute more. I am very grateful that you have been with us. Please give our panelists, our amazing panelists, a round of applause.
But we continue appreciating them until they sit. I will request the first lady standing. It's an honor which has been given by this conference so that we cut this cake as a demonstration that we really opened this conference. And I want to request that we just come over. After the cake cutting, we shall have a brief photo session, and I think we shall be good to go. We may now release the first ladies. Chief officers, you can come to help the first ladies cut the cake. Chief officers, the Mawaziris who are around, kindly come. Prof. Karibu. Yeah, who is leading this very fast?
Thank you so much, our guest of honor, the first ladies. The first lady Gomez. This is Migori County, where our first lady feeds her children sweet things first, before they go to those green veggies. So today she's gonna feed us. She's gonna feed us the sweet cake because she's also sweet. She's a sweet mom, but she's a nutrition champion. It doesn't mean that she doesn't give us the right direction. The right direction is veggies, which we are also going to take. So the band, cake cutting song kindly. Okay. So we want to have good photos, good videos. So kindly let us leave space. Have sanitizer. If you cannot wash, we do have sanitizer. The band. Our mom is a nutrition champion. The band, are you ready? Kata, 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 keki, kata, kata, keki, kata.
Thank you. The conference is open and we are going to learn and get new innovations. Thank you so much. Thank you, our first ladies. Clean them. Kata, 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 kata keki kata, kata tukule, tukule kubwa kubwa, tukule ndogo ndogo. Kata, kata, kata usiogope. Kata mam, kata. Utulishe sisi watoto wako. Conference iendelee na ichangamke. Kula, kula, lisha wana wako, lisha watu wa Migori, lisha keki, lisha, tulishe sisi sote, upendo uendelee. Lisha keki, lisha wageni, Migori chakula mingi, lisha watu wote, lisha wageni, Kata, ashes were distribute. Kata keki, kunywa.
Partners, can you join the first ladies? Surely, the partners, are you here? Can you join, or if you're around, fine. Partners, let us join the first lady.
Yes.
I'm glad to see you.
The partners, kindly.
The partners, you also need to be fed. You normally feed as well, supporting healthcare in the county. Yes. Tuendelee kuimba. The first ladies to come for photo session. Kindly let us climb over. All first ladies, kindly let's just come over for photo session. I think people will stand behind them. Can some people assist me to rearrange the chairs here? We can, I need some people to help me rearrange the chairs. The CECs, the chief officers who are here, kindly come for the first photo. CECs and chief officers, the CEC and chief officers will take the first photo. The next one will be the partners. After the CECs and chief officers, we shall chief officers first. Migori County, yeah, kindly we shall request that you make the session just. Chief Member, can you spearhead this very fast? The gifts, kindly bring them very fast. Kindly, very fast. Thank you. We welcome you yet again here. The first lady akisindikiza wageni wake. The first lady anasindikiza wageni wake. Thank you so much. The first lady anasindikiza wageni wake. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Asante. education. Thank you so much. God bless.